I raised 4 children. One of them, our oldest, is severely disabled, so that added another element to our what is otherwise a very normal, busy, demanding, many years of having children in the home and raising children. So I'm going to ask you a question that I'm really curious how you're going to answer. And that is, have you considered the impact of family life on your sexual life? You live with it. You live with the dynamics of having children at different stages in your home. But have you ever really considered how it's impacting your sex life? I'm sure you've thought about it to some extent, but I wonder how much you've actually talked about it together. Maybe tried to figure out what you could do about it. Is there something you can do about it? Well, having been there, yes, actually there's a lot you can do about it. For instance, here's one strategy. Why is it that as women, we can easily say no to our husbands, but we just have a dickens of a time saying no, or I can't do that, or not right now, to total strangers? We say yes to everything. A lot of us do. Maybe not all the time, but maybe too often. We agree, we jump in to help, we rescue, we solve, we say yes all over the place. Why is it then that we have such a hard time at the end of a busy day saying yes to our husbands? Maybe one of the reasons is that it's easy to take for granted his love when somewhere deep down we're still trying to earn everybody else's approval or love. That might be the reason for some of us. For others of us, we're just good at heart and we're doing what we think we need to do and we're supposed to do, taking care of our children and all the stuff that comes with that and our careers and everything else. And at the end of the day, we're just tired. At the end of the week, we're pretty much tired all the time, and physical intimacy does take a level of energy. So let me ask you this. Have you ever considered managing your energy so that you can be at your best when your husband needs you to say yes? Have you ever considered reserving some of your energy for him? Really? Or preparing on a day that you know you might be together? Actually mentally thinking ahead, preparing, maybe refreshing yourself and whatever that means for you. For me, that's a nap. I take a nap. Or I take a long bath, whatever relaxes me, helps me tune out from all those other people who are expecting me to say yes and that I have such a hard time saying no to. It helps me sort of disconnect from all of that. And mentally, I start connecting in, tuning in to him and to me, to my needs, my body. And that helps me to look forward to our time together. But creating that space where you can do that kind of energy prep, energy de-stressing, it requires a little pre-planning. It requires some management. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say it. Some management of your energy. Now that's just one practical, tactical that I think would be very worth your time to consider wherever you are in the raising of your family, because the time and energy that you put into your physical relationship is not only important to the ultimate success of your marriage, of your partnership with your children's father, but it is ultimately impactful, even critical to the success of your children. Do you hear what I'm saying? The emotional and spiritual and mental well-being of your children are directly connected. Not obviously, because we don't talk about it, but it is all of that. Their well-being is directly connected to the health, the vibrancy of your physical relationship with your husband or with their father. So for that reason, we have addressed the whole scope of family life, all the stages of family life in our fourth conversation in our course, Conversations on Physical Intimacy for Wives and Their Husbands. And you're going to find in there those practical tacticals, those strategies that are going to help you not just survive those years, as we say, but really be able to look back. Because listen, you do not want to postpone working on this. You're not going to say, when the kids are all grown up, we'll get back to our relationship. When the kids are a little bit older, we'll have more time to connect, more time to focus. Right now, it's all about the kids. That is the biggest mistake you could make. Don't go there. Don't think that. I'm telling you, our kids are all grown up, and they're still this huge part of our lives. There's still so much present, even though they don't even live near us anymore. They're raising their families far away, but they're still, listen, you're gonna be a parent forever. You need to be lovers now in order to be really hot lovers, truly happy in your marriage way down the pike, even decades from now, depending on where you are in your marriage. So you're really gonna need this particular subject. You're going to need the fourth conversation in our course, Conversations on Physical Intimacy for Wives and Their Husbands. It's so much fun. Dell and I had a blast reminiscing and pulling out of the hat the strategies that really got us through the raising of a family. And I know you're going to find stuff in there that applies to you and is really helpful, and it's going to be super fun actually to talk as a couple, have your own conversations like ours, and we'll help you do that, about whatever stage you're in right now. And it's going to be fun to look backwards on the stages you've already passed through, and it's going to be very interesting to project into the future and even make a few plans, getting on the same page for how you're going to handle stages that are still on the horizon for you in your family life.